I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good morning and welcome to you to the special meeting on January 16th of the County Commission meeting. We have Mr. Litz on the telephone, so welcome, Bob.
Thank you.
First item of discussion.
Discussion and consider motion to make an appointment to fill a vacancy on the Minnehaha County Board of Commissioners.
So just going to give kind of brief rundown of what we did do. We had received 29 applications over the last 2 months. Each commissioner made kind of a list of criteria. We had our staff tabulate that kept criteria as to what different things each commissioner was looking for. Then when the tabulation or the criteria went back to each commissioner, then we were given all the resumes from each one of those 29 people, and we individually ranked all of those people. We sent those rankings back to our staff. Our staff tabulated those candidates according to what we had decided as criteria, and then they gave us the top 5. We did not know the ranking of those top 5 people. We just knew that they came out on the top 5 of the criteria that we had chosen. After that, we contacted those 5 individuals and released those names to the press, and then we interviewed those 5 people this week, Monday and Tuesday, we interviewed them. After interviews, we discussed what our evaluation levels had been, and that is what has brought us today. So I would look for a motion.
Madam Chair, I just would say first that there were many people on that list that absolutely could have done the job, and getting it down to 5 was a difficult process, and certainly probably all 29 of the applicants could have stood in as citizens on this job. But I'm going to make a motion to appoint Gene Bender to that job.
I'll second that motion, and I'd like to make a comment also.
Okay. I have a motion and a second to nominate or appoint Gene Bender to the vacant Minnehaha County Commission Board. Are there any comments? Commissioner Barth first, or Benega, excuse me. Sorry. You bees should not sit together.
He's got a little bit more hair than I got. I would like to kind of reiterate what Jeff said, is that the 29 people that applied for the position, there were some extremely well-qualified individuals, and I think when we got it down even to a smaller group, we could have taken that group, put them in a hat, and drawn out a name for any one of those, or frankly any 5 of those, and it was probably the most difficult decision that most of us would have to make, because there's very little, if any, difference between the quality and the experiences in some cases, or the priorities that we had set up. So I appreciate everybody's the opportunity that they gave us, if you will, to submit their name and try to make us sweat out and sort through what we've what we try to accomplish here. So I appreciate everybody's dedication in making that effort.
Okay. Any more comments? I just would like to say, too, that we did have great applicants, and in 2 years and in 4 years, there will be 2 more elections for commission, and I hope some of these people consider stepping forward and putting their names on the ballot. That being said, I have a motion and a second on the table to appoint Gene Bender as Minnehaha County Commissioner for the next 2 years to fill John Peckas's vacant spot. All those in favor say aye.
Madam Chair.
Aye.
Aye.
We need a roll call.
Okay, roll call vote. Excuse me.
Commissioner Kelly.
Aye.
Benega.
Yes.
Barth.
Aye.
Heiberger.
Aye.
Auditor Litz.
Aye.
Motion passes unanimously. Is there any old business?
Madam Chair, I just quickly concur with Commissioner Benega that this was an extremely difficult decision. Probably one of the more difficult ones that I've made as a commissioner.
I think so. And stressful.
Then I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Okay. I have a motion to adjourn. Is there...
Just go through the rest of the agenda.
Oh, is there any new business? There is no new business. Then I would take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
I have a motion to adjourn. Is there a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed,
Aye.
sign. Motion passes unanimously. Meeting adjourned.